Hey Cheryl, thank you so much for the dream interpretation request. I'm looking forward to getting to this. Some pretty cool imagery, and I wonder how it looked being able to see yourself in space and some of these things like that. But I know you're interested to see what it means, and you kind of woke up, like you said, in a little bit of a panic, not able to go back to sleep. So hopefully we can relieve some of those fears right now, because ultimately, my honest opinion is I think this is a very positive dream for you. I think it's giving you some insight that you're going to really enjoy. So let me read the dream first. I'll get to the interpretation, and you can let me know how that sits with you and how it encourages you to live your life moving forward. So here we go. Let's see. It said the dream seemed very long, but here it goes. So it started out that myself and many others were living in a pod in space above a planet, but he said the planet wasn't Earth. We got hit by something that sent us crashing down into the planet. Our pods were damaged, so we were losing oxygen. During this dream, you said that you actually felt like you were going to suffocate in real life. As we ran out of air, myself and the other crew members decided to leave the pod to go step into this beautiful ocean surrounded by stars, since we were going to die anyways. This implied there was no oxygen on the planet. You wrote that in parentheses. So as we walked out and proceeded to walk into the ocean, and as we were just about to run out of air, something put protective bubbles around us so we could breathe, and we began rising up. At this point, I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep because I was so worked up over potentially suffocating. This is amazing. So there's a couple symbols here. I'm actually going to hold on to my laptop so we make sure to get everything. The first symbol is this pod above the planet Earth, right? Well, not the planet Earth, above this planet. The pod for me is really going to symbolize kind of this safe space, right? And in life, we all kind of develop a safe space that we live inside of. And so this pod is a symbol for your safe space. But as often happens in life, things happen and they come crashing into our safe places, and our safe places get damaged. And I don't know, maybe as I'm saying this to you, you're thinking of a couple things that have happened over the past weeks, months, or even years that have sort of disrupted your safe place. That place where you typically know everything is going to be this way, your routine, right? Our mind doesn't like it when we get knocked out of routine. And so you get knocked out of routine pretty violently. You come crashing down to this planet. And then you start to feel this suffocation. And I want to make a little bit of a sidebar here. When we feel suffocation in our dreams, you definitely actually want to go get that checked out by a doctor or get a sleep test done, because oftentimes when we feel suffocation in our dreams, that can actually be a sign that we're experiencing sleep apnea or some other kind of sleep condition, and you want to make sure that you're breathing right while you're sleeping. So get that checked out. But let's just, for a second, since I'm not your doctor, let's just say that there's no sleep apnea and there's no physical sensations that are going on that are causing you to feel like you're suffocating. Let's talk about the emotional implications of suffocation. I kind of wrote down here my thoughts. Suffocation very much has a lot to do with feeling like you're not really living life, that the pressures of the world are holding you down and you're not able to get the life into your lungs that you need. Specifically, this deals with self-doubt. The ability to be able to expand our lungs and take in the oxygen that our body needs has a lot to do with our confidence. And so when we get disrupted from our safe places, when we come crashing down to earth, it has a lot to say about probably some wounds in our self-confidence, and then henceforth feelings of suffocation. And a lot of people experience this. But then you kind of make this decision when you're in this broken pod, stuck on this strange planet, as life often feels like. You're like, you know what? Let's go walk into the water. And that is probably the most beautiful symbol of the whole thing, because water in the ocean is the divine feminine, specifically emotions. And so in this safe place you come crashing down to earth, you make this decision to walk into your emotions, embracing your divine feminine and saying, hey, okay, I mean, I'm out of oxygen anyways. I might as well go in and go all out. And that's really what your mind is trying to get to. It's saying, okay, this is a rough situation. I'm outside of my comfort zone. Let me go deep and let me experience this. And that's what your mind wants. That's what it's trying to tell you. So let that be kind of the illustration and the message that your mind is trying to give you. walk into that. And when you walk into that, those moments when you think that you really won't be confident, that you really won't be able to receive the life that your life is trying to give you, you'll probably be saved at the last moment. And that bubble rising up is actually going to be your confidence, that rising up to a height of confidence, a height of feeling self-assured, knowing that you have everything that you need in order to make it. And so, like I said, I know that that feeling of suffocation is scary and it probably woke you up from your dream, but it's probably the feeling that you need to embrace the most, because there's a life ready to be lived if you can embrace your emotions and what they're telling you and be confident that no matter what life throws at you, you're going to push through it. And I know that you're thinking of some things right now that have been going on that you know you need to press into. And so let this be the time, right here, right now. It's time to press into those things, because you can do it and your mind already knows it. So Sheryl, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for sending this to me. If you got any questions, send them back to me in the email that I'm going to send you here. Please, if you want to leave a review, put it in the comments down below. Share this with your friends, whatever you want to do. I'm just happy to be of help. Thank you so much for being part of the Lion Pride. Until next time, peace.